morning. You're such a smart ass. Which y'all don't hear right before the record button starts. How was your Thanksgiving?
Interesting. It's my favorite holiday. Thanksgiving is my hands down favorite holiday.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, always has been. Yeah, I love
I
it.
think I used to. I used to. The last I don't know, 5, 6 years is not so fun, but
Mm.
I used to. Yeah.
Oh no, it's mine.
Well, you're in
It's.
the thick of it. All your kids are little and like,
I loved it
you
before
know.
that. I
Yeah.
don't like Christmas. I don't like Christmas. I force myself through Christmas for my kids. I don't like Christmas. Halloween, I don't really give a shit.
Whatever. You like Halloween. You enjoy the costumes and you
Not
enjoy
really.
Halloween.
I mean, I could take it or leave it. Like it's,
Huh.
the thing I like about Halloween is giving out full-size candy bars, and that when
Yeah.
kids come to my house year after year, they
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
an
know that,
opportunity. Yeah.
yeah, I know when they grow up, they're gonna tell stories that, "Dude, I got these fucking full-size candy bars.
Yeah.
There's one street in my town we used to go to, and you'd walk through and get, like, 5 full-size candy bars." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're gonna be
That's cool.
50 telling their grandkids that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's cool that I've been able to enter, but as far as the holiday goes, like, it's a pain in the ass to put out lights. I don't care for any of it.
Mm.
Thanksgiving, I love. I love
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. It's the food, it's the family, it's even the bullshit with the family. It's
Are you sure about that?
yeah. Yeah, because the thing is it makes memories, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of people's core memories are around Thanksgiving. And
Mm.
it just is. It's not necessarily my happiest memories, but they're my most full memories. Like they have depth and everybody there's there for a reason. And
Yeah.
no matter how we fought or whatever, we're sitting down and we're eating together and we're going to end up laughing at each other and it's going to be okay. And everybody at some point is going to go into a coma from way too much food,
Yeah.
And it's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. I miss it. Like several years we're not I guess we get invited to your house, but you guys are
Yeah.
2.5 hours away, and
Yeah.
so we don't want to spend 5 hours in the
I
car
get it.
on Thanksgiving Day. But other than that, all the family we have around here, we don't get invited anywhere anymore.
Mm.
Mike's side of the family, they all some of the brothers had a falling out years ago, and
Mhm.
they all just do their own thing. Some of them have moved away. One of his brothers even came to town, but we still didn't get invited to anything. Um, and that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Everybody's doing their own thing. Kids are growing up. Generations are changing, and we're all adapting. I get it. But in our house, even though we have such a big family, yeah, it's not really a big deal. My oldest ones all kind of go somewhere else. And to be fair, Christmas is a big deal in our house, and they all come home Christmas morning. Like everybody's here at crack of dawn Christmas morning,
Yeah.
and I know that's a big thing for them to sacrifice, and so I don't expect them to give up Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
I'm sort of like that mom that's like, you know what? I already have you Christmas. You do what you got to do for your significant others, for their family,
Mhm.
friends, whatever. But that being said, in the end, Thanksgiving just kind of sucks now. I don't know.
I get it.
But
I get it. See, I think I've been unconsciously since I've had kids trying to bank on always holding on to the Thanksgiving holiday as my kids get older. Hopefully, like I'm not going to fight with their other spouses and families about Christmas or
yeah.
Easter or Halloween or whatever. But come home Thanksgiving. Let me see you Thanksgiving.
And it's hard. It's hard as they get older because
Yeah, they have their own lives.
they meet with other people who their families expect the same thing.
Mhm.
I've got one daughter, and for the last 3 or 4 years running now, it's kind of their thing with her fiance, his family. They expect them to go to North
Mhm.
Carolina and spend the whole weekend, and I love that for them. I think that's beautiful. It just means I haven't seen my daughter on Thanksgiving for years now, but I get it and I respect it, and I'm not trying to get in the way of it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see. I
yeah.
was tinkering. I did spend part of the day yesterday going, "You know what? Maybe I could just maybe next year be like, all right, guys, come on, let's do Thanksgiving." But then I started thinking, Lissa's getting married next October, and
Mhm.
we're all going to be together in Spain. I mean,
Yep.
I just need to let them do their own thing next Thanksgiving too. So maybe 2 years from now, I don't know.
You
But
could always
it
have
was
like an impromptu get together in the middle of summer.
Well, I mean, that's another thing too. I see my kids all the time. Like, I'm
Oh, there you
really,
go.
really lucky and blessed. Like, we
Yeah.
get together on a Thursday just because, and
Mhm.
um, I, I, it's just when it comes to the day, it's not the same. But
Well, then that makes sense because you guys do all live within proximity of each other, like you're
hmm
immediate. So that makes
yeah,
sense that they would go with others. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and we're all
Yeah.
close, so we really do see each other all the time. It's just when
Yeah.
it comes to this holiday, I let go and I tell them all, you guys do what you have to do, and if you have nowhere to go, come home. Mama's cooking, and I
Mhm.
do, and I cook, and I hate it. I don't like to cook, but and Thanksgiving is harder when it's just, back in the day, everybody contributed, so and so, Aunt so and so brought these dishes. And at least on Mike's side of the family, we did it for years. And it was so cool. And now it's just me and what I make.
My wife is about it. She's like, we would order stuff, right, and make a couple
hmm
casseroles. And this year she's like, "Nope, everything's from scratch." And I'm just like, "I don't know what's
But she's
going
a rock
on."
star with it, though. I mean, Candace is like, she's
Yeah,
so organized. I remember we did Thanksgiving together, like 6 or 7 years ago or
something like
something,
that. Yeah, it's
maybe
been a
8 or 9 years ago.
Mhm.
And I remember then when I showed up at your house, she had all the casserole dishes laid out across all the counters with little sticky notes in each one, because
Numbered.
this one is for this dish, and this I was like,
And this
"Oh,
takes this much time, and this has to
this
go
is
in here.
beautiful." Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was this. Like, how many
Yeah.
pounds of turkey? How many minutes of that? How many of the butter and the basting every 20 minutes? So I need to get up at
Yeah,
4
she's so
AM,
good
and
at
I'm gonna
that.
like, holy shit.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah.
I can do it, but I don't enjoy it. And this year, because it was literally just my husband and I and our 3 youngest boys, so a 24, a 21, and an
Mhm.
11-year-old, and half of them don't eat meat. Um, and none of them eat ham but me. I'm the only one that eats ham, so I didn't
All the
even make a
hams for you.
ham. I didn't even make a ham. Why? I don't wanna make a whole ham for me. And then turkey. Nobody eats turkey, so I didn't make turkey or ham. We had lemon pepper chicken because my boys like lemon pepper chicken, and it goes in the crock pot and cooks by itself all day, so that was a bonus. I was not pulling necks and balls and all that crap out of turkey throats and shit. I just threw some chicken in a crock pot.
Yeah, no. So my oldest daughter helped my wife make
That's cool. Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and she's a list maker too. Like, she makes lists. Like,
Mhm.
they watch videos on how to do it, and so she's got a notepad out taking notes of what they need to do when they need to do it.
That's so
And
cute.
she did the cranberry sauce, homemade cranberry sauce all by herself,
Oh,
which I don't
wow.
like cranberry sauce at all. Never
Mhm.
have.
Yeah.
Like, if I ate it because my daughter made it. Like, I put it on the plate, I put it on, I was like, "We're gonna do this."
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I ate it, and I was like, "Holy shit." I wish I wasn't so full. I would've put it on everything. Like, so next year when she makes it, I'm slathering that shit on everything on the plate.
That's
Like,
cool.
all the turkey, all the like, it's getting cranberry sauce. Like, I get it now. Before, that shit that plops out of a can or you'd buy like,
Yep, like a little
absolutely not.
jiggly,
Nope.
yeah.
I want no part of that. But the stuff like they bought the cranberries and my daughter did everything she needed to do. It's fantastic. And she just spent the whole time in there with my wife just cooking, cutting, getting all the things she needed to do done. It was cool. It was cool. I think it was good for them. I was happy for me because I got like a whole tray of my jalapeno and bacon deviled eggs. Which has
You
been
know,
rough on everybody
speaking of
else.
cranberry sauce, do you remember
When I threw up at the
when
table because you were going,
y
"Ugh,
yeah.
ugh." I go, well, the thing is, like, I think it was like mom was yelling at me to eat the cranberry sauce, and dad was like, just do it. Just do it. Like,
No,
grandpa's there.
she was yelling at both of us, but
Was she?
you were a good eater and I was not. And so I was being dramatic. I was being a
Yeah.
typical teenager and making all the like, and it made you actually gag and you threw up on the table at
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
Well, the thing is, I
And I
didn't
got
like
in
the
so much trouble for that too.
I remember that too, because I remember them yelling and about like specifically the cranberry sauce. There was like a slice of it on the
Mhm.
plate, like sitting on top
Mhm.
of something. Like, just eat it. My dad's like, just
Oh,
eat
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
And I'm
mom
just like,
would put
oh my
weird
God,
shit in front of us and be like, "Just eat it.
just
Just
eat
eat
it.
it, Amy." Like,
Yeah.
"Ugh."
And so I put it in there, and like I remember it hit my mouth, the consistency and that like really tart weirdness. And then you're
Mhm.
across the table going, "Ugh,
Yep.
ooh," and I'm just like,
Yep.
and here it comes.
Yep.
Boom.
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
grandpa was there with his then girlfriend, not
I
wife,
think it's part of the
Vicky.
reason
Yeah.
why why shit hit the fan the way it did is 'cause I think maybe one of our uncles was there. Like, we had family there that wasn't always in our house. We didn't always do
Yeah.
Thanksgiving in that
No.
little dining area like that, you know? It's one of the only memories I have of it, and you
That's
puking,
the
that's so
it
great.
is. Yeah, for me, for, like, my childhood of Thanksgivings, that's the only one that stands out. Like,
'Cause we
Thanksgiving
always went somewhere
wasn't a thing.
else,
Yeah, it
right?
wasn't a
Or we
thing
just stayed
for us.
home and we ate in the living room, like
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. Like, it
yeah.
wasn't yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember we had no cousins, we had no aunts and uncles, we didn't have anybody.
To be fair, meeting our aunts, uncles, and cousins, not all of them, but many of them
Yeah.
later, uh, I get it.
It was the right choice, yeah, yeah,
It's the
no.
right
It was the
hands
right
down
choice.
right choice.
Yeah.
Hands down right choice.
Oh,
Uh, but, yeah, that's it. But now,
mhm.
like, Thanksgivings and it became my thing, I think, when I got together with my wife. Like,
That's when
the
I fell in
yeah.
love with it, was when I got together with Mike, 'cause he has such a huge family, and they did Thanksgiving big every year. I mean, you couldn't fit more people in the house. It didn't matter, they still invited more. It was beautiful.
Oh, no, that's not my wife's house. That's not
Oh, it
our
was
family, that's
Mike's.
not why.
I loved it. Kids running
Yeah.
everywhere, all the cousins growing up, and it was great.
My wife's family would do Thanksgiving not on Thanksgiving, like, on a different day so everyone could do their own Thanksgivings,
Mhm.
and that was big in a lot of her family, but I didn't care about that. I'm not a fan of the cooking that
Yeah.
goes on over there. Uh, but no, we were together, I think it was the 2nd Thanksgiving we were together, and, like, we had gone to her family's, and when we were together on Thanksgiving, I was like, "Let's fucking go for it. Let's make a let's more food than we can possibly" and we were poor as shit, so it cost everything to do it. And it was just happy. And then every year we just stayed on that. And then it became a thing like I knew people who didn't have anywhere to go and we'd have them
Yeah.
come over. We for multiple years of the, 20-ish plus years we've been doing Thanksgiving together. Um, most years we'd had, just people that we'd kind of picked up strays along the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is a great
Yeah.
thing.
Which
Yeah.
is a great thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's kind of what it's about. And I loved it. And I remember when we bought our first house. And we had, like I told her, I want the Griswold Thanksgiving. Like, not Christmas, but give me the Griswold Thanksgiving. I think you were there. I think her parents were there. There's one where we got Alyssa to sing at the
When you were
table.
in
Mike
Clinton?
was there, my buddy
Is this when you
who
were in
had come.
Clinton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like, that
I
was I was
do
like, "Let's do it.
'cause
Let's go all the
we
way."
played board games and stuff after that,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was fucking
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a
like,
fun
I think some of your kids were so much younger then. We
Michael
wandered around
came. I
outside.
remember Michael
Yes.
was there, Lissa, Trace, Boogie. Yeah, I don't think Brandon was there. Yeah.
No, Brandon wasn't there. But yeah, it was good, and then
Mhm.
Candace's family was there, mom was there. Um, it was it was
Yeah.
good. It was
And
crazy, but it was
that's what
good.
I mean by it was so much easier for me and fun when the kids were all little because I could
Load
decide
them
this
up.
is where we're going for Thanksgiving, and they didn't have a fucking choice. They went, and all my
We're
kids were
doing it.
there.
Yeah.
Now they get to do their own thing, so
Yeah, set their own family traditions.
mhm.
Yeah,
It is good
I love
though.
it.
Yeah, my oldest, 'cause he's got 3 kids and he's 31, and they went to her family's yesterday and then stopped by. They came and stopped by for like 30, 45 minutes, and I got to see the
Awesome.
grandkids. They brought me she knew that I wasn't cooking ham or turkey because nobody here would eat it, so she brought me ham or turkey from their Thanksgiving, which I thought was super sweet, like
That's thoughtful.
mhm,
That's super
yeah.
thoughtful.
Yeah, it was neat. Little boxes showed up, had Mimi written on top of it. I was like, "That made my day." But
Yeah.
yeah,
No, it's
Thanksgiving's
I
alright.
love it. I love it. It's the most American holiday. Of all of our holidays, like, Thanksgiving's American. What are you gonna do? We're gonna make more food than we can eat, so much so that we will
Yeah,
get sick in the process. We're
yeah,
gonna get together with family, friends, people we kinda do or don't know. We're not leaving
yeah.
anyone alone. No one gets left alone. We're probably gonna fight. We're gonna
Yeah,
get over it. We're gonna eat. We're gonna sit around and wanna pass out. Maybe the kids will go outside and try and play football if it's not too cold.
yeah,
You know? Like,
mhm.
it's
Which this year it did, of
yeah.
course, it got cold the day of Thanksgiving here.
It's cold as
It
shit
was
here,
like
man.
50 something on Wednesday, and then, whoo, the high was like 42 on Thursday.
Yeah, I went outside yesterday. I was like, "It's not so." Oh my god! And the
Yep.
wind was howling through it. I was like, "Nah, I'm inside." Like frost is on the window.
Mhm.
But
Yep. Do
yeah,
you remember, I actually think the last Thanksgiving we spent together was when, right before grandpa died. Remember we went to the cabin and Lizzie and Emily were there and Uncle Jerry,
was that the last one? I thought the last
Jeremy and
one was when
Tammy,
you guys came here and I smoked the turkey and Trace helped me.
and we drank the absinthe. Those 2
Yeah, when you
were
were here, when you drank the absinthe here.
yeah, that's the when we came down, you guys all got food poisoning. We came down for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
y'all got sick, so then we were like, "Alright, we'll just hang out and we'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah. Yep.
And we wound up, like, coming over on Friday or something, and
Haven't had Taco Bell since.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah, it
done.
wiped you
I'm
guys
done.
out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a near death experience right there.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah, the other one with Jeremy and Tammy and them, that was close, yeah, with Grandpa.
Yeah.
I think it
That's
might have
when,
been before though. I don't know.
that's when
Um,
Grandpa and Uncle Jerry
strip
showed their
poker.
perv side again on the yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, not that surprised. You know what I mean? Like, not
Mhm.
that surprised. Uh,
Did you talk to any of our cousins? Did you talk to anybody yesterday? Do you get a happy Thanksgiving from anybody?
nobody reaches out.
I got a
That's
happy
okay.
Thanksgiving from our cousin Jason.
Yeah, no,
Jason
he
and
didn't say
Nancy.
anything.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yep.
No, we haven't talked to any of them. I mean,
Mhm.
uh, I haven't talked to Jason or Nancy.
I haven't talked to Jeremy in, like, over a year, and I honestly, I mean to, like, I intend to, but I don't know, time just goes, and then when it's like, what am I gonna call for? Like, I can't make any plans, I'm so freaking busy here. I don't know.
I haven't heard from him. Like after we shortly, probably 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I called him last October when, my kids and, my husband and my kids, we were all at a cabin in Gatlinburg, and mom called freaking out, needing me to get in touch with cousin Jeremy because she needed him to tell Jerry that Uncle Floyd was passing and he only had 8 hours to live.
Or
Do you
something
remember
like
all
that.
that? We were on our little family vacation and mom called and was like, "I need you to just tell him." And I was like, "I don't want any part of all this." And she's like, "Just pass it on for me." So then I wound up calling Jeremy, and I think Floyd's still alive. It was more bullshit.
Yeah. I don't think
Not
that was her
not on
bullshit though.
no, not on
That
mom.
was
That wasn't on
no, that
mom,
was
but they called
Floyd's
mom
bullshit.
trying to yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah, that was
Jason. Jason reached out to mom
yeah.
saying he only has 8 hours to live.
Jason has Jeremy's number.
I don't think they talk. I don't think they've talked for
I
years.
No, I think he like Jeremy gave him a job there for a little while, and I think he fired him or something. That was the last I'd heard of it. The
So
last
everybody knows our dysfunctional, legacy of cousins, it goes all the way across the board.
yeah.
Nobody is healthy and gets along with this our generation.
Well, we all don't really know each other, I don't think. I mean, it's
Mm,
like I don't know. I don't know. I stopped hearing from Jeremy uh yeah, 10 years ago. Candace has heard from Tammy a few times.
mhm.
Uh, but I think it's probably been 5 years or 6 years or 7 years or something like that.
That's
Um,
our cousin's wife,
yeah.
Tammy. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I
It's
don't know.
crazy how it goes. Time goes by and everybody just sort of scatters, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I that's just kinda how it is. It's
Yeah.
for us anyway.
I mean, we weren't
Um,
close growing up anyway. We never saw
no, we
them.
didn't know
We
each
didn't
other.
live near
Yeah.
them, so we
Yeah.
always knew of them.
Yes. We knew of them. Um, whatever. That's life. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's got their own lives and things that are going on, and that's cool.
Mhm.
Um,
It's
yeah,
gonna be
I don't know.
interesting for me because I know I'm a little bit ahead of it than you because my kids are older, but seeing the way things change and the traditions and how we do things, especially during the holidays, um, it's fun. It's interesting to see.
Yeah. I tell you who we'd have heard from is Lizzie.
You heard from Lizzie?
My wife did. Yeah,
When?
a couple years ago, not long,
Oh,
like,
oh, yeah.
maybe 2?
'Cause
Yeah,
she
something
got
like that.
married, like, 2 years ago.
I think it might have just been just before she got married. Yeah.
Mhm. I think she
Yeah,
actually has a baby or a baby on the way, or
that's fantastic. Yeah.
maybe I don't
Yeah,
know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know. I know she reached out and Ken's like, "That's, you know, odd." You know, she sent her a message and, wow, it's like that's cool. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Um,
I
so
love those girls. Our cousin has 2 girls, and, they used to come out and stay. They would stay with me for 2 weeks at a time. A couple years in a row, they did that.
mhm.
I loved it. I love those girls.
That's
It's
awesome.
crazy. Time goes
Yeah,
by fast.
I thought it was interesting she had sent one out to Candace like that. It was interesting. On a happy note, I actually got some more book writing done the other day.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
really great. How many words you got down now? What are you up to?
over 26,000.
That's great. And you've only been working on this for, like, what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I'm trucking along. Yesterday, like the day before Thanksgiving, would have been my biggest day of writing, except like Microsoft's everything just like locked up, like
Mm,
as a website, like as a company, and it
mhm.
stopped auto saving. I couldn't go to my OneDrive. I was like, oh, I'm not doing anything. I was like, honey, and I was freaking out too because I was 2,800 words into my story, and I was in it like that. I knew I was locked in for another couple hours of writing because when I get in it, I get a little possessed. And it feels that way sometimes. And like I was there like character and dialogue, and we're going back and forth, and you know what I mean, I'm in it.
Mhm.
And that happens, and like we can't log in. I'm like, fuck. And so I just come back to it the next day, and everything was fine. Like it had some kind of error, and then I finished like Thanksgiving morning what I wanted to write. So if all of that, I would have been a 5,000 word day if it hadn't interrupted me.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's kinda like the technical difficulties we had with the site when we were trying to
Oh yeah.
podcast last week or a couple days
Yeah.
ago. Just
I'm
oh,
sure it's some kind of cyber thing. Given it's an American holiday, some other countries trying to fuck with everyone, as we do to them. Uh, yeah, but on this, so we leave tomorrow for the Keys.
that's so exciting. I wish I was going with you so bad.
The weather's going to be great. It's going to be in the
Oh my
80s,
gosh, I wish I was going with you
and the
guys.
the pool that goes like out into like their little grotto area of the ocean or whatever is heated,
Oh,
so
that's
it
great.
doesn't matter what
Doesn't
it
sound
is.
like you
I'm
even
like,
need it to be though, if it's in the
no,
80s.
I'm sure we'll turn it on now. Like, why not?
Yeah, because you
But
can.
yeah. Yeah, so we're like one removed from Key West, so we're not in Key West, we're one removed from Key West. So we were like looking like we have to go to Key West to go to the grocery store because they have a Publix there. So we can load up. And I don't think we're leaving the house. That's not our plan. There's really not a lot of shit to do down there other than
Yeah,
just,
no, there's not, yeah.
yeah, enjoy the weather,
Do
and
you
they
have
have
a
kayaks that
do you
allow
have
us
a beach
access.
area, like sand area?
So there isn't beaches. Like that's not
I know, that's why I'm asking because
yeah.
they have to sand it in or put it in, yeah.
Yeah, so those are all
Right.
public areas, but our area where it's on the ocean has kayaks and it's like a little shelter so you can take those out.
Okay.
And it's like a little on this particular part of the key, it's like a little bay. So I'm sure they'll do that. I'm sure we'll swim. I'm sure the kids will play around. Hopefully
That's
I'll
fun.
write. My goal is to write a bunch and maybe fast the whole time since I ate 200,000 calories yesterday. Oh my
Mm.
god. But
See, I
so
didn't
many
eat that
deviled
much. I
eggs.
did not overeat yesterday.
Oh, I did. Those
Mhm.
jalapeno so deviled eggs with a lot of mustard, jalapeno, and smoked bacon on top. It's fantastic.
You know, I talked to mom last night and she said something about they had 2 trays of deviled eggs and one of them had jalapenos on it, and I was like, "Ugh, what is that?
Pickled
When did you
jalapenos.
start doing that?"
Dude, it's the best. It's the
Mm.
best. I'm actually thinking about adding pickled jalapenos to the that noodle thing we make.
Our macaroni salad?
Yeah.
Ah, see, now you're just being weird. You're gonna mess up the whole thing with some weirdo shit.
I like it, man.
That's gonna throw the whole taste off.
No. No, no, no. I still keep it super mustard. It's pickled.
Did you have
They're
macaroni
pickled.
salad yesterday?
Yeah. I'm the only one who eats it.
I didn't.
I have a whole bowl. I have like a quarter of a bowl left. I'll finish that today. I'm
I'm
the
the
only
only
person in my
one.
house. Yeah,
Me
me
too. I'm
too.
the only one that'll eat it, so I didn't make it because 'cause I'm trying to lose weight, not gain weight.
My kids, I was like, "Come on, take a bite, take a bite," and they're like, "Oh, oh god!" They're like, "Why does it burn?"
That's so weird.
Like it's just
I can't get any of
mustard.
my kids to eat it too. To be honest, I know what you're saying. My kids all gagged every time I would try to force them to take a
Yeah,
bite.
well, I mean, I get it. It's very vinegary. It's very mustardy because it's mustard, pickles. I put black olives in mine,
I put black
tiny
olives.
dash of mayonnaise and noodles. That's it.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
have more than a dash of mayonnaise.
I mean, yeah,
I do.
maybe a
That's what
couple
makes it
scoops.
creamy.
I don't
Then
have too many.
I
I
put
don't like it
celery
too
in
creamy.
mine.
No, I don't fuck with
I like the
celery.
crunch.
I don't care. That's why I've been thinking about adding, because the pickles, like pickled jalapenos, aren't hot. It's a pickled item, right? And
But
I had it.
jalapenos are hot.
Fuck, they're not hot. Especially pickled jalapenos are. The vinegar takes all that heat out. It's not like a
Ugh.
fresh jalapeno or anything.
We have
But
different palates. I can't do
yes, we
it.
do. I like spicier. I like it spicy. I like spicier food than you do. That's for sure.
Mm.
And so, yeah, it's fucking good for me. We went to some fancy place. I forget where. It was up north. It was like a big deal restaurant. One of their dishes, like appetizers, are deviled eggs, chef's deviled eggs. And I'm like, yeah, fucking, let's do that. I didn't even read what it was, and they came out, and I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck this is. You know what I mean? It's one of those like, oh, I messed up. I have to eat it though, because it's a $50 fucking appetizer, and there's only 4 of them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
and so I commit, and it was like fried shrimp that had been like filleted open and sliced in little pieces on top of traditional deviled egg, with a jalapeno, smoked fresh crispy bacon, and like a dab of some kind of smoky sauce on top. It was awesome. It was awesome. And the thing I liked the most was the jalapeno and bacon on it. And I'm actually thinking I might be able to add like a dash of like a really good barbecue sauce, a really good smoky one. I think it might help.
I've had the deviled eggs, the fancy ones at little bougie restaurants, where it
Yeah.
comes out with 4, and they have the bacon, the Canadian bacon with the maple,
I mean ham.
basically.
Fucking ham.
But it's so good.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they are.
I couldn't imagine.
No, it was awesome. It's one of those
I'm
things like you
glad you
put it on.
liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's it. Like I didn't think the jalapeno, the bacon made sense. I didn't think the jalapeno would work. I was like, fuck. And so as soon as I got home, I was like, "Can you make me some deviled eggs?" And my wife did. And I put bacon on them, and I put the pickled jalapeno, and I was like, "I don't know about this, but I fucking like pickled jalapenos. I love them on anything, burgers. Love them on a smash burger on my grill. The only reason I don't do it is so few people like it. Like I love to mix them in with the onions, grill them, throw everything out there like I do my burgers.
But then you'll
And
ruin it for everyone else.
everybody else hates it. Yeah, I love it. Like I think they're fantastic. I mean, I don't even consider it really a pepper, right? It's not hot. I have some fucking hot peppers downstairs that will peel your insides out, you know. Hell, I made my own hot sauce that admittedly is too hot even for me. I don't fuck with it. You know, it's got like there's ghost peppers and a Carolina Reaper blended in with habanero and some fucking like
Yeah, I can't do
one-off chili peppers I got from some site from Peru or some shit like that.
I'm so
Yeah.
vanilla with my taste buds. I can't do any of that shit.
Yeah,
I
like
can't.
you can do the toothpick test and your mouth goes like static.
So do any of your kids, do they like spicy stuff?
Sam.
Sam does?
Yeah,
That's
but
funny. The youngest.
the craziest thing is like he'll eat something, oh, too spicy. And I was like, you ate habaneros out of the garden. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's too spicy. I was like, that's peanut butter, son. That's peanut butter. What are you talking about? Yeah, he's
So he does, yeah.
The other person that really likes, it's not a person, is my dog. I did this. Like I would give her chili peppers and other things, like thinking it was funny, and she's a Doberman, and she would eat it and like go and drool, and then I ended up having to move her electric fence around the garden because the fucking thing got addicted and was eating the peppers off the plants. And I'm just like, what are you doing? It's like, that's a ghost pepper. And she's and I'm just like, oh my God. Woe unto the guy who tries to pepper spray her. You're only seasoning yourself.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, so she likes it. She likes it. Yeah. I gave her some deviled eggs. Those
Mom's
farts are
on
horrific.
Y'all head out on your vacation. Mom's on dog duty, huh?
Yeah, she'll spend all the time with Ava.
Dog and chicken duty.
So the chicken door, I rigged it. I like have a whole thing that automatically opens and closes the door now. So she doesn't have to do any of that. All
She's got to carry water down, right? Something about water.
I think the water will probably last the whole time because we have 2 water feeders out there. They're very big. The food feeders will be topped up, so she won't have to fuck with that. And even if she does, all she has to do is throw it in the cage with them. They just got all new bedding. Like, all she has to do is really take the eggs, and she can take them home, and she can have all the eggs she wants. Yeah. All right. They put out 10 eggs yesterday, by the way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been feeding them a lot of scraps. They're chucking eggs, man.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I have been
All the
thinking more about it. After we finish do the pool, I have been thinking if we have some room back there. They have the
just
coolest little
3.
chicken coop cages, like,
Oh,
yeah,
hell yeah,
I
dude.
just want a couple,
Yeah, just
but
like
we would
3.
so eat those eggs.
Yeah. If you clip their wings, you can let them run around your yard. Like, your yard would be good. They just need to stay
Mhm,
away from your fucking neighbor's dog. But, yeah, they'd be fine.
mhm,
Like, they're great. My wife loves them. My kids love them. I do all the chores, so I have less of a love for them.
mhm.
And we would let them run around. My neighbor's dogs would definitely kill the shit out of them. The local raccoons would kill the shit out of them.
How
So,
stinky are they? How stinky is their cage? How stinky is chicken shit,
pretty
like, in
stinky.
your yard? Is it? That's the
Oh,
thing that
yeah.
hesitates me because 'cause we're about to put this pool in back there, and I don't want people to come over and be like, "Oh, this is so great," except it smells like chicken shit.
So if you clean their coop, if you let them run around your yard and you clean their coop, you'll be fine. But you have to clean their coop.
Mhm,
Summertime, probably every week. Wintertime, like now, you should still be doing it every week. We probably do it every 2 weeks. We did sand. Sand is a good one. You can also get coffee grounds. Like, they sell a coffee ground that you can put down for like their bedding where their chicken coop is, and you
mhm.
just like use a rake to pull it back and filter out the coffee grounds, and all you smell over there is fucking coffee. It's fantastic.
So, I don't know what it is talking about coffee grounds, I know this is kind of off subject, but I had seen a TikTok about something about if you take coffee grounds and you put them in like an aluminum tin and then
Mhm.
you light it, it will continuously slow burn and it will keep mosquitoes away or something. And I thought
Probably.
and I was dealing with mosquitoes. This was like summer before last in the backyard. So I tried it and it did. That tin slowly, I don't know that it kept the mosquitoes away. Maybe it did just right next to us. But I remember I had done it in a little aluminum tin, and then I set the tin down on top of a planter that I had, a big garden planter that's, like, probably 20 inches wide, you know, 16 inches deep, and
Mhm.
it was completely filled with dirt, and the plant in it was dying off or whatever, it was the end of the season. I put that in there. The next day, okay, not thinking anything of it, the next day, I'm outside and I'm sitting there and I'm keep smelling something, it's like something's burning, like burning plastic
Mhm.
and I couldn't figure it out. And finally, I realized that little aluminum tray that I had set down on top of that plant of the dirt had burned all the way through the dirt, through the side of the planter itself, and a whole hole. It burned a hole all the way through the side of the planter. Coffee grounds. So I don't know what the fuck is in coffee grounds, but be careful with that
Coffee.
shit under your chickens. I don't know.
Well, then, no, I mean, obviously don't light it on fire. But the thing is, like, so what else do you put under wood chip? You put wood chips. They burn. Um, we get them from Tractor Supply. We did sand. I bought hundreds of pounds of this special sand for chickens, which worked. But eventually, you're gonna have to scoop that fucking sand out.
That sucks.
Yeah. So we've just gone back to the pine chips I get from Tractor Supply. $7 or
Yeah.
$8, and it takes care of their whole thing. And we understand our coop's fucking big.
So
You
when
know
you
what I mean?
clean it, you just scoop all the chips, like, you just rake everything out, throw it away, and put new chips in there?
Mhm.
That's the process every week or
Mhm.
whatever?
Yeah, every 2 weeks, yeah. Every week to 2 weeks. You'll know it when you smell it. That's what I do. So for me, I have a little space where I put it to compost everything behind my shed, right?
Mhm.
Like, so it just breaks down with the other wood chips, and I mix it in, and I mix those wood chips that's kinda turned into that, and I'll do that here when we get back, into all the other beds after I burn them. So I'm gonna get a torch. So all the grass and weeds that I've let grown up on all my beds, I'll torch them on all my raised beds, mix in those torched embered carbon and all that back into the soil, and I'll add wood chips to the top of everything. And then when spring comes around, I'll mix it in. Other than where my garlic is, so I already have my garlic started and it's already going.
Mm.
But I won't harvest that till July.
Hmm.
I like to grow things.
No, I do too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I do
yeah.
too. We've
I
got
grow shit
so
I don't
many.
even eat.
Did I tell you I wound up getting, like, a dozen pumpkins out of the garden this year?
That's
Like,
awesome.
All my pumpkins but one that I had decorated all around the house came out of my garden. It's
So
really cool.
it is really cool. Our
Yeah.
pumpkin plants, so I wanted to turn my hillside into a pumpkin thing, and
I think you planted too late.
I think I did too, but I also
Mhm.
ignored the, I followed the instructions because I'd never done pumpkins. I did exactly what they told me to do, and I think I was a month too late.
Mhm.
But the squash bugs decimated my
Oh,
pumpkin
yeah.
crop. Like, they ate everything. The only thing they didn't eat was a couple of the heirloom ones, and there's probably 25 to 30 pumpkins out there that are all heirlooms, but they're the small, knobby, those plants were
Mhm.
fine. They did great. So next year, I'm gonna try that shit again, but, I'm gonna use for the first time ever in my garden, I'm gonna use pesticides to keep all the fucking bugs and shit off. I'm tired of squash bugs. I'm tired of zucchini, like,
I'll
eating
be
all my shit.
curious. I had mites. I had mites last year. I'd be curious what you use.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I mean,
I know. That's what I'm gonna piggyback off you. I'm gonna let your brain go
yeah,
figure it
I
out.
like for my yeah, for like the zucchini and squash, I did, B&T. I bought a
Mhm.
B&T antifungal that I injected into the stalks. It was great. I can't do that for my pumpkins. Like, I had 200 pumpkin plants. Um, it was sprawling, but they were really just eating the leaves, not the stalks. So I need to
Mhm.
keep them off the leaves. Well, you got to go out there with duct tape. I was like, oh, fuck you. Commercial farms aren't going out there with people with duct tape pulling that shit off. They're spraying
Mhm.
something. What are they spraying? That's what I need to be spraying.
Yeah.
So I need to figure that out, and I haven't looked into it yet, but I will.
I know you
The
will.
rest, the rest of my garden is organic. Like, to kill weeds, I use vinegar. I use, you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I like being able to know that I can go out there and grab anything and eat it right then, and it's not covered in anything. It hasn't been raised in anything.
Mhm.
I like
Well, with
that.
all your little ones that love tomatoes
Yeah.
and stuff out there too, you
Oh yeah.
definitely.
And the
Mhm.
blackberries and the raspberry. I don't know if I'm keeping the
Mhm.
raspberries and blueberries and obviously all the berries and the figs. We had a few figs come through to fruition, so I'm excited next year they should really put
Mhm.
out.
Yeah, I bet they
Um,
will.
oh, they were great too. I haven't had a fresh fig since I was a kid.
I don't even know what a fresh fig tastes like. All I know is fig Newtons.
Okay, so you remember in California the tree that hung over the fence in the backyard? That was a fig tree. The crazy
Mm.
guy that used to bury the bottles,
Yeah,
and when the
Joe,
new
Crazy
people moved
Joe.
in, yeah, Crazy Joe. When they moved, when he moved, the people came and cut that tree down. That was a fig tree.
Oh,
Yeah, those are what I
I never
remember.
ate any of that.
Oh, I did.
Mm-mm. No, fig
Yeah,
Newtons are the only fig I've ever had,
they're
if it's even a
fantastic.
real fig in
I
fig
think I
Newtons.
think they are. They're fantastic. They are
I
fantastic.
love
Just
fig Newtons.
well, don't look into how figs are pollinated
They're
and how the
very
fruit is
thick.
made.
Why? Never mind. You're gonna ruin it. Doesn't I don't even hardly eat them though. Like,
Okay,
because
wasps,
I
fig
actually
wasps.
really.
Yeah, they crawl inside the flower to pollinate it, and they usually end up dying in there.
Oh, Flava Flav, a little extra
Little
spice.
protein, little protein. It's good for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. I like fig Newtons, but they're thick.
Yeah, so
I
she
can I
said.
can only eat like 2 or 3 of them, and I feel like
That's what she said.
I ate something heavy. She sounds like a whore.
A whore,
A whore.
you whore, you whore.
A whore.
Yeah,
No, they
you
call her
whore,
whore. A whore.
whore,
Yeah.
whore.
She ain't no but a whore.
Yeah, no, they're great, man.
Stop
They're
talking
great.
about my grandma like that.
You know who she is. She knows who she is. Oh, what was the
Our grandma
movie?
was a whore for anybody listening.
Oh my
She
god,
was a
yeah.
bar whore.
She was a bar whore. She was the slutty, worn out piece of fucking used leather that you see
Yeah.
at any dive bar that has a shitload of kids and has no idea who any of the fathers are.
Yeah, we come from that stock.
Yeah, proud lineage.
Oh, yeah.
And people are like, I looked up my ancestry and we were lords and ladies. Like, who are you? It's like, we were the people who robbed your people on the highway. Speaking of that, you got any lunch money?
I want my $2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
If it wasn't
Yeah.
for my family, this town wouldn't have a need for law enforcement. You're welcome.
Mhm.
That's our people. Yeah. Our family,
Yep.
owned a farm. What'd your family do? Stole from farms, kind of like the ones your family owned. You know how your family has that story of the people who came in and robbed you in the middle of the night and tied everyone up? It's like,
Those are my people.
Those are my people. we make history interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I got that history check done, we had fucking one of the relatives who married into the family came over and was like a Hessian, like during the Revolution. It was like a Hessian soldier.
What's
So he
Hessian?
fought assassins that were hired by the British to fight, and then they were hired by the colony to fight, and then they got hired by the other side, and got hired by the other side. He just fucking killed whoever they paid.
They just kill people. That's their job.
Just like, you gonna pay me money? Yeah, I'll kill him. It's like, and then what? It's like, well, then after the war, he stayed instead of a family. It's like,
to be fair, that sounds like your relative, though. Sounds like your relative.
It's like, of course, that's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. No wonder they didn't stay up north and they went south. Like, fucking killed way too many people on both sides up here. We got to relocate.
Gosh.
It's like, how did our family get to Oklahoma? My grandmother killed a bunch of people in what would become Arkansas. So the family had to move. They figure we get over these mountains, they're not going to follow us that far.
Nope.
How'd you get to Arizona? Well, funny story. We killed a bunch of people. And we had to move. We figured they're not going to follow us as far as Arizona.
You're such a dork.
It's the truth. I think the only interesting thing is how we went to California and then back to Tennessee, and our parents, to our knowledge, didn't kill anyone that forced that travel.
No, they wouldn't tell us.
Exactly. They just didn't say anything. We're moving to Tennessee. Why? Doesn't matter, but we're moving next
let's
weekend.
Go right now. Why aren't we all going? Nope. Let's just get you and your brother out of here, and then we'll worry about mom.
If you think about it, it definitely sounds like dad did something right. Mom's staying behind to sell the business because it was in too much of a hurry, but dad has to be out of the state.
Dad has to go. Okay, we're totally just
come with me or not, but I'm fucking moving next weekend.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
Moving across.
It's proud tradition.
I'm honestly grateful with Thanksgiving and everything. You know, this is one of the worst times of the year for people, for families. Like, this is one of the hardest, not just the individuals who are lonely and sad and have lost somebody, or life is different this year, but even people who are living normal lives, just having to face everybody, having to go home for the holidays, having to go face everybody for Thanksgiving. When I worked at the probation office, we learned that the holidays are when the police are the busiest. They get more domestic calls during the holidays. And our probation office, when we get new cases come February, March, April, when all those cases are settling for the holidays, that's when we would get this huge increase of domestic violent cases that had closed out. And it's all from the holidays. It's just very sad. It's sad. People have they're so broken, and people have so much trauma, and they have so many issues, and then they got to go home and face it all.
It's history of the world.
Yeah.
History of the world. You know, it's
the judgment that comes from family. I think a lot of people deal with that. They feel like they go home to get judged.
You know, you got people that they're stewing for a fight that they didn't know they were. You know what I mean? It's
and that's kind of that's the thing that sucks too, is there are so many people that are so broken during the holidays, and then there's some of us that aren't. And then all of a sudden we're like excited to see everybody, and then somebody else is broken, and we're like, what the fuck is happening? Why can't we all just be happy?
Oh no, I think we're all broken. It's just some of us can accept it and move through it. You know what I mean? Like, that's everybody. Like, you know, the only person the only people I don't trust are the ones who are like, no, everything's great. It's like, that guy has people locked in his basement. You know what I mean? Like, he kills small animals and skins them and wears their flesh. You know what I mean? Like, that's the fucking weirdo.
Okay, so this is totally off topic, but I don't know why my brain just skipped there when you said that. Okay, so you know how people sometimes will show you houses and things that are being sold across the country, and they're like, look at this, like on TikTok or Insta or something like that.
Yeah.
And they have cages and jail cells in their basements.
Yes.
So if those things really exist and they're really homes that go up for sale, maybe somebody died
They
off,
do
the estate
exist.
got sold, so now it's on the market. Now all of a sudden everybody gets to see these pictures online of what's in that basement. Does anybody go back? Does anybody go back? Like, does it get presented to the local police department to be like, hey, this home in our community has a jail cell, and should we go back and see who used to live there and maybe kind of do a little footwork to see who maybe went missing in the area, or if there's
No.
like, does anybody do that, or they just
No.
move on, sell the house, and
Mhm.
that's that?
Nobody cares.
But they should. Shouldn't
Yes,
we
they
all
should.
care? I mean, shouldn't we all care if somebody comes up with a jail cell in their basement?
Have you heard of the 764 people?
764? No.
It's like a weird satanic-esque cult thing that sexploits children. They target people through vulnerable kids, especially
With broken
through
homes and
Roblox.
missing fathers and
Maybe even ones who have both, and they whatever. They just look for people that are a little vulnerable. Pretend to be their friends or girlfriends or boyfriends, get them to send nudes or whatever, and then once they can get something like that, they will send this to everyone at your school, we'll send this to your mom and dad, we'll send this to the cops, you created child, kiddie porn or whatever, like, you can't blah, 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 blah. So if you don't want us to do this, we want you to cut yourself. We want you to hurt yourself. We want you to hurt your sibling. We want you to kill yourself. We want and kids do it. It's a huge
golly.
thing, and the FBI has just kind of been ignoring it. It's been on Joe Rogan. It's not been on. Sorry, it's been on. Sean Ryan did a whole thing on a couple other big things have been done on it. It's been going for a while, and it's organized. It's organized. They have call sheets of what they need to say and how they need to say it to kids, like all kinds of crazy shit, like training each other how to manipulate these kids into this situation. And they had one kid set himself on fire. They got another girl, I think, to like try and strip herself naked and hang herself. She was like 11, 12. Just
That's crazy.
it's nuts, and get them to cut their usernames, like their online usernames, into the kids' flesh deep, like scar their flesh and take the innocence. That's the kind of world that it is real. Like, it's out there. Things are happening. So, like, do anyone give a fuck about like basement? Nope. Does anyone give a fuck about the Jeffrey Epstein file not being released? Nope. Does anyone care
God, that's
that
just been going on for so long now. I'm so fucking tired of it.
because everybody in Congress is on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
There's a
the
guy
only
named
thing that makes any sense.
Yeah,
Is there
they're all
two
on it.
men they're all protecting themselves and each other.
Yeah. So there's a guy named Ryan Montgomery who's a hacker. He's on the Sean Ryan show. If you, the two people who listen to this, go check it out, and you should check it out, Amy. He talks about how he discovered a fucking pedophile network and a pedophile website that was ran by a politician in Virginia. Had 7,000 or 5,000, I think it's 7,000 unique IP addresses that were logging in and engaging in this exploitation of children, of their own children, of other children, posting pictures and videos and just fucking horrific stuff. He turned it into the FBI. They did nothing. He took it to major news agencies. They didn't want anything to do with it. He took it to fucking O'Keefe Media Group. Shortly thereafter, James O'Keefe was removed from the head of the O'Keefe Media Group because they were going to do something about it. Like, it's fucking crazy. The world really is ran by pedophiles. It is worse than you think it is. It is fucking filled with evil people doing evil shit. And it's the history of the world. We look at past rulers, they were doing the same shit. It's sick. The FBI will tell you that there's I think it's anywhere between 50 to like 500 serial killers that are actively operating along Interstate 40.
It's always 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
probably truck drivers. And I was like, well, you guys looking for them to stop? And they're like, they only kill lot lizards and homeless people. And they're like, okay, but you ever heard of the toy box killer?
Mm-mm.
That's some shit that'll haunt your dreams. He was a truck driver, had a custom built cab, and he would abduct women off the highway and force them to engage in bestiality and among many, many other things. And what he would do is strip them naked. And when they would come to consciousness, he'd play a recording in there. And it was just, you can listen to the recording online. I don't recommend it. Shit will haunt you. it is the darkest thing, talking about just the depravity of what he's going to do, and there's nothing that they can do to stop him. And if you want to bite and fine, he's like, I have no problem pulling teeth out of your mouth. He's like, if you look to your left, you'll see a whole pile of teeth I pulled out of other women. He's like, this is going to happen to you. No one's coming to help you. You're going to die horribly, slowly, and alone. And I will enjoy every bit of your suffering. And like, he's just fucking dark.
Golly.
Yeah, and when they're strapped in there, and all they see around them are like the sex toys and cutting instruments and like dogs barking, and like, he's not lying. This is what he did. They don't even know how many women. And one of them was able to fucking somehow escape, and they found him, and they're like, how did someone miss this thing? He's doing this to people in truck stops. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck? Because the FBI, they're not looking. They're too busy looking for people who are at January 6th. They're too busy, and I shit you not, going to school board meetings where parents are upset with teachers. The FBI is engaged investigating those people and arresting them. They're not out there looking for. No one's really in charge. You know, the worst judges of character I've met in my life tend to be detectives that worked at law enforcement consistently. Because I've yet to meet one who's like, oh man, they got a good read on that guy. Every detective I've ever met, personally met, and I mean this, seemed like they couldn't figure out what someone was thinking to save their fucking life. Like, it was,
no
I think
instinct.
that guy's guilty.
No, yeah.
That guy? He's like, yeah, something about him. I don't know, man. I just, I'm a detective. I got instincts. That guy works at a soup kitchen, gives half of his fucking salary away. He's devout Orthodox follower. You can try him on any day of the week. It's like, yeah, that doesn't add up. It's like, what about that guy over there? The one, actively posting small pictures of boys on his Facebook account and has a restraining order against the neighbor. Like, he's just a little odd. He's all right. He's a good old boy. I knew his daddy. Like, I watched him strangle a dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
It doesn't make sense.
None of it makes sense. Not to shit on anyone in law enforcement, but I'm about to shit on everyone in law enforcement. I can see how the job gets them jaded and calloused and removes the care. And the job itself tends to attract people who probably shouldn't be there because they don't get paid a lot. It's a shitty job. And the good ones tend to leave because they wanted to help people and they're not helping anyone. And the ones who stay for the retirement, like, how did you deal with all the politics and bullshit?
I saw firsthand a lot of police officers that, like you said, maybe, weren't necessarily qualified to begin with, but it's hard. They got to fill those positions with somebody.
Somebody's got to do it.
And I saw a lot that the power trip, the ego, they're already insecure. They were probably, I don't want to stereotype everybody because I know there's a lot of good people out there still trying to be good people, but there are so many that aren't. And my experience was the ego trips with those cops. It was ridiculous. I mean, I personally, that's like my thing I can't stand about people is people think that they're all that and they know everything. Somebody who knows everything, I can't stand that. Just the egos, cops are hard to like because they kind of, and it's like you said, they sort of get callous and it's how they've kind of learned to, and to be a cop, you have to have a sternness in you. You have to have an authoritative tone. You have to, speak with conviction, like, what the fuck you're talking about, but they don't.
No.
A lot of time they don't. And so it's, I don't know. I don't know where all the good guys are that would make great cops, but they're not all on the line of duty.
I think what made me jaded and keeps me jaded is I just remember the cops, like, we'd be in shoot houses with them and like, you shot the hostage. Like, that's what insurance is for. Or maybe practice more. Like, think of that. Like, you're paid to practice. They're paying for your ammunition. You're being paid to be here right now.
No.
All you're thinking about is Miller time instead of like, how can I fucking make this tighter? How can I, you're not even a regular cop. You're supposed to be elite. You know what I mean? And it was just, that's what insurance is for.
And there's a mix too of if you want a fit cop, it's going to be a younger cop, but he has no experience. If you want experience and you want patience and you want someone to use their
Mhm.
brain, they're going to be old, but then they're going to be out of shape and they can't physically help you.
Correct.
It's kind of by the time they have the wisdom, they don't have the shape anymore.
Yeah.
Just
And it's funny you say that. The cops I liked the most, and genuinely, the cops I liked seemed to be all the old school guys who were like, who were the cops I encountered when I was a kid? I mean, were a lot of them dicks? Sure. But
they were
it
also
was,
real people.
yeah, and they treated you like you're a real person. Like
Mhm,
they got drunk in a hayfield too.
mhm.
You know
Yep.
what I mean? Like probably not that long ago. Now
Uh-huh.
here's the deal. You don't get to drive home. You try and drive home, we will arrest you. But you're welcome to sleep it off in this field. And they would change shifts. I was at one when the cop left and another one came because they changed shifts. And that was the local sheriff's department making sure that all these kids in a fucking field aren't going to go home and kill themselves. They cared. You know, if
Yeah.
you did that today, those cops are arresting everyone there. They're
Well,
poking. They're
because
trying to.
they're
Yeah.
incentivized now.
Oh yeah.
They have to
Who
arrest
can
everybody
get
because
felony charges on?
look how much money the city and the county are going to make if you arrest every one of those kids for underage drinking.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's fortune.
Don't let them go. We need the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
If
Let's
they
raise
can't
those
afford it, their
legal
parents will
fees.
pay it.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's a game. It
Yeah.
is. It's a money game. We used to get let go, and now
Mhm.
they can make money off of these young kids.
I'll make a lot of money.
Mhm.
Make a
Yeah,
lot of money. It's I worry about things like that, you know,
I
but
do too. Yeah.
yeah, what can you do?
Talk about it.
Yeah.
Spread awareness.
Bitch.
Bitch and moan. Yeah.
Or, you know, you move to a very small area and you get connected enough that they're not going to arrest them. They're going to call you first. That's all you can do. That's what we have to do for the benefit of our children. Is because at some point they're going to get in some trouble. And I want them
Mhm.
calling me. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
David, you're not going to believe what I just found your son doing. 2 a.m. Like
And you live in a small town, so that is possible for
it's
you.
part. That's part of the reason. It's
Yep.
part of the reason. It's easier to be ingrain yourself and be connected and have favors to pull. You know, as much as it's usury of the system, I agree. I don't like it, but I have to do what I have to do for mine. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I have to give them a buffer.
Oh yeah.
Because there's not a lot of grace anymore. There's not a lot of grace for mistakes. You know, when I went before the judge for my first speeding ticket, and he just kind of looked at me. He's like, "You're being dumb." I was like, "That's being dumb." He's like, "All right, 8 hours of community service. That's it.
Yeah.
No, nothing." You know, I was like, "Yes, sir. Thank you, sir."
Yeah.
You know, like I did 8 hours of community service, and it was gone. It cost me nothing. You know,
Mm.
he waived the court fees. I didn't have to pay anything because I was there by myself.
Yep.
You know, and
Yep.
he's like, "Yeah, we're not haranguing you for being
Nope.
dumb on a road in the middle of the night because that was even part of it. I think I got it like 3 a.m. You know what I mean? I was going like
Yep.
100 because the
I know.
car would stop at 100 and then like slow down.
I was in that small town, Hartsville, and I was driving this girl's truck. I think she was drinking, and I wasn't. That's why I was driving her truck. And we start to pull out of town because, you know, there's only 2 red lights. We go through one, and we're driving on this little 2-lane highway, and she starts, "Oh, that's so and so behind us." Said it was her ex-boyfriend. So we hauled it. I mean, I was going 15, 20 over the speed limit, and all of a sudden, it wasn't her boyfriend. The lights came on. That was a cop the whole fucking time. It was a cop. And so he tries to pull us over, but he basically just comes up and says, "Turn around and go back to the bank," because we're on a little narrow 2-lane
Yeah, it's
road.
dangerous to stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned around and I'm going back to the bank. And as I go, somebody runs a red light past us and he hits his lights and goes after them. So I was like, I'm not going to the fucking bank. He just went after somebody else. I'm off the hook now, you know? And so I just went about my business. 2 days later, I'm at Sonic working, and the cop pulls into a stall, hits the button. They ask if they can help him. And he's like, "Is that little blonde working in there today? Will you send her out?" So he came and found me. He said he recognized me as a car hop at Sonic. So he came to see if I was working, and I was, and I went out and he served me my ticket at the freaking stall. I didn't get a tip, I got a ticket. So then but like you said, I showed up at court, and mom and dad had just split up. Like I was working my butt off. I was going to
Mhm.
school full time. Like I was barely getting by. And they asked me my situation, and I told them, and so they didn't make me pay anything. They just had me go to the firehouse for 8 hours of community service,
Mhm.
which turned out to be about an hour. I swept the fire hall, and then I wiped down all the windows in the backseat of a cop car, and they're like, "We don't have anything for you to do. You can
You
go."
leave. So
No.
I did my community service at our local food pantry, right?
Oh, that's a good
And
one.
yeah, so I was there with a friend of mine, Melissa, and there was a bunch of other dudes there from school, and the ladies running is like, "So we need to organize cans here, or you can go do deliveries." And I was like, "I'll organize cans here. I don't care. Like, whatever."
Yeah.
And she was there too, and we were with lady. And honestly, we got it done in like 45 minutes. You know what I mean? It because when you looked at it, you were like, "Oh my god!" Like that's why the guys are, we'll do deliveries. We'll do deliveries. So they all went to do deliveries, and I knew these guys, right? And so she let us go. She's like, let's give me your cards, and she signed the cards. Yo, go on ahead. And we're like,
Yeah.
woo! I was like, see you
Yeah.
later. And
Yeah.
the other dudes who went, who I known would have, I don't know, like I was on that fence whether I'm going to go with them or not. I was like, I'll stay here. What the fuck? And let them go. They really want to go. I don't want to go. They started throwing cans of food at mailboxes and got caught by a cop. They all lost their licenses till they were 18.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I was like, people to the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Like when they went before the judge, he's like, nope, that was your get out of jail card. He's like, you didn't
Yep.
take it seriously. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Come back at 18.
Yeah.
You're suspended until 18.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I think a lot of it back then had
Yeah.
to do with your tone, your attitude, your respectfulness with the cops. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, when you think about it, the cop told me to pull over and I wound up running.
Mhm.
What happened? He came back, gave me a ticket. All I had to do was go work for an hour in the, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, because I was so apologetic, because I
Yeah.
was shaking, because I probably cried a little
Yeah.
here and there, but they were different back then.
Yeah. I always just owned it. I just owned it. Like back then,
Yeah.
the cop would say, if you just fucking shoot straight with me, we can get through this. And I would shoot straight. And he'd be like,
Oh,
all
yeah,
right, you
no.
can go. Yeah. And he'd be like, all right, you can go. Thank you for like said, you know what you did was stupid. All right, don't do that again. It's like, yep,
No.
sorry.
Yeah, I learned a long time ago, the best thing you can do if a cop pulls you over for speeding is say, "I'm sorry, I had my head up my ass."
Yeah. Yeah, just
Just
fucking own it.
just own it and say you're sorry, and,
Yeah.
but after I cleaned that fire hall, I think it was about a week later, and I was driving through that town. And, in Tennessee, small towns, the speed
Mhm.
limit cutting through a town may say, like, 40, but it means you're good to go, like, 45, 50,
Oh, you're definitely going
So
50, maybe
so I
55.
may have been going I may have been going about 5 or 10 over the speed limit, but I didn't think I was speeding, and all of a sudden, a cop pulls off side street, kicks those lights on, and I'm like, "Oh my god." Um, Pulls me over, and it was just that cop to tell me that he heard I did such a great job sweeping the fire hall.
Yeah.
That was it. Things are different now. Times are different.
I got a ticket in high school from a dude, the city cops. We had county sheriff's department, then we had city cops.
Mhm.
And the city cop gave me one for going 5 miles an hour over.
Oh, it's so anal.
Right. So we were aiming when I was at that court for that day, the entire room was filled with this guy's tickets. And like I never even got to see the judge. They're like, did officer, so-and-so, I think it was Owens. He's like, Officer Owens,
A newbie
give
cop.
take who got
It happened.
no, he was an older cop. He was just mad at the city for something. Like he wanted to no, I found out later. He wanted a promotion, didn't get it.
Oh.
So he started giving fucking everybody tickets. Kids, adults. If you're breaking it, you're getting it because like he's just being a dick. And the judge is like, so who did he give like after like the 7th person? He's like, another one. He's like, who's here for that? And I raised my hand. Everybody raised their hand. He's like, all right, all of your tickets are forgiven. Leave them with the clerk. You're free to go. He's like, call back in the people. We just like, because he was in on it and just waived everybody's ticket. And the cop was there pissed. Like
cop did that to himself.
Yeah, he was trying to be a dick of some kind. I don't
Yeah.
know. But like other ones were like I remember I got pulled over by a state trooper because I was again like 2 a.m. or something. I'm not coming back from my buddy's house after play practice or whatever. And I'm like in the car trying to stay awake. And I'm like dancing in my car because I'm an idiot. But I'm swerving in the car too, right? Because I'm the only, you have to be there to see it. There's nobody there.
Yeah.
And whoop, lights came on and he chased me down. And I wasn't speeding. And he comes and son, you been drinking? I was like, no, I haven't been drinking. And he's like, look at me. And he's like going through the whole thing. And I was like, sir, I was dancing in my car. He's like, what? I was just dancing. I turned the radio on. I was dancing. He's like, are you stupid? And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes.
am. And
As
he's
his
like,
older sister, I can affirm that,
yeah,
yes.
he's like, stop swerving the car, but you can keep dancing. Stop swerving the car. It's like, yes, sir. And
Yep.
he's like, and he told me he was cool. He's like, it's not that I think you're going to hit anyone. He's like, I don't want you to lose control of the car.
Yeah.
And I was like, I honestly didn't think about that because I mean, I was,
Yeah.
I was over the road.
Yeah.
And he just let me go. And that was a state trooper back then. But now,
Mhm.
fuck, he'd hauled me in.
I got
Hauled me
pulled over
in,
for
trying
a
to give me,
trooper too at like midnight on my way home from Sonic because I swerved and he came to check on me, pulled me up. I was just changing CDs in my car, because that's what we had to do back then for all you young folks who
yeah,
don't know about that. We'd have to actually pull out this whole album of CDs and try to
flip
find the
through.
right one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take out the old one out of the changer, put the
Gotta,
new
gotta
one in there.
polish it up.
Yep, you got to
Because it has
wipe it off on
fingerprint.
something
Yeah.
smooth
Yeah.
without scratching it. And then you got to check to make sure you didn't just scratch it.
Yeah.
Maybe blow on it and stick it in there. But yeah, so
That's what
he
she
pulled me
said.
over for that. Oh my God. Stop. So he pulled me over for that. And I told him I was just changing out the CD. And he was just like, oh, I saw you earlier. You work up at Sonic. And
Yeah.
have a good night, sweetheart.
Back
Yeah.
when people used to, I mean,
Mhm.
that, and you know what that is? Community policing. Like even the state trooper who pulled me over wasn't trying to fuck me up. He thought I was drunk. When he realized I wasn't drunk, what was his information? Do what I say because I said no. He's like, hey man,
No.
you can lose control of your car really quickly and end up like there's. And he even said, "There's nobody out here. If you got in a wreck, nobody's coming." you know.
Yeah.
And he was 100% right because I was 16 and I was an idiot. Yeah, I shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah.
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 But I miss that. I missed people who cared.
I do
It was
too.
reprimand with love, like genuine concern. I don't want you. I've seen kids dead. I don't want to see you dead.
Yeah. You
That's
really
cool.
only find that in a small town at all now. Like that's,
Even in small towns, it's hard to find.
yeah. Yeah. But it's
Because
not anywhere else. I mean,
everybody's trying to get felon. How can we make this a felony? What? Why
because
are
they
we
can get more
ruining
money
people's
out of it
lives?
that way.
Yeah, well, if they can get more, the federal government will pay them to prosecute, so they don't have to. And if they can get them in jail, they'll get more.
Yeah.
That's why sheriffs matter. That's why who your chief of police is matters. It's knowing who those people are. It matters. Smaller, better. Smaller, better.
Yeah. One of my criminal justice classes, we had a guest speaker come in and she worked at the sheriff's department and she basically said, I'm going to explain it to you this way. The sheriff's department, the sheriff is God.
Mhm.
She's like, you'll understand that as we teach you more, but the sheriff is God in your area. The sheriff is God. And I thought that was a really stupid thing for her to say, but then as I learned more, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they're a little king. They're an elected king.
They have a lot of power. A lot of
Discretion.
power. Mhm.
Unbelievable amounts of discretion. And not only to arrest, but to protect you as someone who may or may not have been on a federal watch list at one point or 2 points, or maybe still am. Coming into my county to arrest, like if the feds wanted to get me because of January 6th or something like that, I'm going to stay in my house and I'm going to tell my sheriff, and my sheriff, who I know, is going to come out and say, you guys can fuck right off. You arrest him, I arrest you. That's how this works. Get out of my county. You have no authority here. You didn't even notify me you were here. You know what I mean? Which you need to do. So fuck off, because we don't recognize that. Well, it's a federal. No, it's not. Get out of here. That's what a sheriff can do.
Yep.
Yeah, they have, and
we
when they
had
go corrupt, they go really corrupt.
Speaking of, we had a dirty one a few years back. He was elected. And he was actually one of the youngest sheriffs that we've had, but he was elected. And what he did is he made it a rule or a law. I'm not sure what you say, but for the jailers, they could only get their commissary through
Policy.
one certain
I've read
company.
about this. Yeah.
Yeah. And so his family created that one company that they could only get their commissary from. And yeah, so there was a scam they were making. Yeah, they wound up getting in trouble. He got, I don't know where he's at now. There's no telling what that dude's doing anymore. I don't want to say his name because I'm not trying to be a dick, but I do know it.
Well, there was recently a sheriff and a former deputy that just got arrested here recently for lying about their post certifications and getting someone else to take them for him because they did. Basically, there had to be some other shit to get this guy, and this didn't come out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Up there where you live?
No, not where I live. Further north.
Oh,
I don't want to
okay.
say it because I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you
Yeah.
Google it, you can find it.
Yeah.
Um,
The same. Yeah. I'm not trying to
yeah,
like.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah.
Like that guy's fucked enough as it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I
You
don't
know
need me
what I
adding to
mean?
it. Yeah.
Like, yeah, yeah. And what I read, I was like, I don't know that I'd do with all this after him, but I also know how the state government works is like they give you a lot of passes on a lot of shit. And by the time it finally comes to fruition, like you got him for using the mower to mow his own yard. It's like, no, there was a bunch of other shit that we let slide, but we're giving the maximum on this one. Like you just
Well, I
couldn't
mean,
stop,
anyone in
you
law
know?
enforcement, they keep hush hush because they're all a family, and then it makes them look bad too. They
It's the
don't
biggest
want they don't want everybody to know that they got a bad guy because it makes them all
yeah,
look bad.
they are
Mhm.
the biggest gang in America. This is one of the things when I dealt with enough officers, like later on in my life, one of the things I would tell them, and the guy would be like, I'm not a bad cop. Because these same complaints, I would openly make them. I didn't give a shit. I still don't give a shit. I was like, yeah, maybe you're the good one. Maybe. But how do we define good? Because I guarantee you know someone who's a piece of shit, who abuses his badge, who's
Mhm.
stolen, and then you can just see their faces go poker face. It's like, exactly.
Yeah,
And
and they don't call each
you,
yeah.
you haven't
Mhm.
done shit about it. You're
Mhm.
no better than him. In fact, you might be worse.
Yeah.
That guy's at least honest about who he is. You know, you're covering up for him. He exists because of you. You
Yeah.
protect him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when you know it's gonna end up badly at some point, then you're a co-conspirator at that point, You're in on
100%.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've known deputies too that have turned in crooked, detectives who are very connected, and they end up losing their job. They lose everything, and they end up just stop being cops because they're sick of it. But they hold their head high. It's like I did the right thing.
Mhm.
I was like that guy, and that guy end up gets bust for kitty porn. You know what I mean, and or crazy shit. So
Yeah.
whatever, do the right thing. It's worth it. Your soul's worth it, right? Money's not. Your soul is worth it.
Well,
Happiness is worth it.
I don't know about yours.
Everybody's. Everybody's. It's worth it. Fucking money is temporary. It's just stuff. This is all just stuff. It doesn't matter. It's not real.
Yeah.
You know?
It's
I don't
fun
know.
stuff, though.
Is it?
Can be. Fuck yeah,
Is
it
it?
can. Let's not act like it can't, okay?
I don't know though. Like
I'm not saying it's more important or it's everything, but it can
yeah.
be fun.
No, it makes things easier. Money makes things easier, and it can
Mhm.
give you opportunities. But some of the best experiences, like my greatest moments in life when I think about it, isn't trips I've
No.
done. It's not
No.
Europe. It's not any of that shit. It's
No. No.
playing board
You
games.
don't you're not
You know?
laying in bed at night having happy thoughts of your dollar bills stacked on top of each other in a bank
Mm,
account. You're thinking of your family and your
yeah,
friends or good
yeah.
memories or good times or
Yeah, tonight's
yeah.
Friday night. I'm gonna go hang out with my buddies before we drive out for a vacation. I'm pumped.
Mhm. Yep.
We all got
We
together and watched There's Something About Mary, which I hadn't seen in years, and watch the
Did
fucking
you
extended cut.
really watch that with all your friends? That's
Oh my
fun.
god. Oh, we do shit like that all the time. Like that's what we do on Friday. So like we watch the extended cut. Oh my god. Remember when the dog attacks him?
Uh-huh. Oh, no, I've
That's
seen the extended
way
cut.
yeah,
It goes
just
way that dog gets
it goes way
fucked
like
up. And that old lady,
that
oh
whole thing
god.
keeps spreading it. Yeah.
Oh, I know that movie. Yeah.
The one that I thought was crazy was Matt Dillon, and you could tell it was improv. Like he's dropping Mary off for the date or whatever, and he's leaving, and he stops and turns around. He's like, "So, can I feel your bosom?" And like, yeah, go ahead. And he walks over there and like gives her tits a squeeze and lifts them. He's like, impressive.
You
He's
know,
like, thank you.
I low key think that that's where I had Tucker's name stored away in my brain is from There's Something
That
About
guy,
Mary.
Tucker,
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah, but don't
cripple.
tell him that because there's no comparison, but yeah, that's the coolest name though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the only other Tucker I know from anything.
Tucker Carlson.
I didn't know of Tucker Carlson 10 years ago. I didn't know who Tucker Carlson
He was
was.
definitely around. He was a big one on Fox News.
No, I didn't watch Fox. Fox was
He's been a
banned
he's
in
been a
my house.
media personality since the early 2000s.
No,
That's
over
who
a
I figured he
decade.
came from.
A decade ago, my husband was, I don't want to say obsessed, but very involved in politics.
He was
And
passionate.
Fox,
He was passionate.
very passionate. There you go, passionate. And MSNBC was on in our house, not Fox. Fox did not come on.
Tucker Carlson was on MSNBC for interviews and stuff.
I don't.
I'm just fucking with you.
I didn't know.
Just fucking
It's
with
not
you.
politics are not in my database. It's not something I pay attention to, and yeah. But
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's where that came from because that's the only
that's
one I
funny.
ever.
No, we watched There's Something
I
About
love that
Mary,
man.
and then we watched They Live. Again, we watch They Live regularly. We watch all kinds of crazy. The Last Dragon with Bruce Leroy. Remember The Last Dragon? The black guy who
Yeah,
does kung fu, wears a hat, dressed like a Chinese guy.
yeah,
Dad owns a pizzeria. It's
but
fucking great. Those black exploitation films from back in the day. We've seen a bunch of those. All the Cheech and Chong movies.
what is that movie you used to watch freaking over and over? It had Kim Cattrall in it, and it had all the
Mannequin.
Chinatown. No, not
Oh, Big Trouble Little China.
Big Trouble Little China.
Kurt Russell.
With the
John
guy,
Carpenter.
the Asian guy that had the little bug eyes and stuff.
Yeah, Jack Burton. It's the best quotes in the, like, for me, quotes from movies like rank They Live is number one. Like they has fucking
I
great
can't
quotes.
think of They Live. I'm like sitting here thinking of
it's
what movie is
fantastic.
that?
It's got Roddy Piper. When he puts the glasses on, he sees the world in black and white, and it says consume and that, and there's aliens that are running the world. It's fucking great. It's a great movie to watch.
From 88?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's free on YouTube. So
yeah, probably have it.
It's awesome to watch. But no, yeah. So Jack Burton's got good, like, think of this. He's talking to himself on a CB as he's driving his truck. He's like, you know what they say? Have you paid your dues? Well, you just tell him what old Jack Burton says. That's himself. He speaks of himself in third person throughout the movie. It's great. He's like, just tell him what Jack Burton says. Have I paid my dues? Yeah. Checks in the mail.
Yeah, stupid one-liners.
But when you think about it, have you paid? People like, man, you just got to pay your dues. Yeah, I pay my dues. Checks in the mail.
No, it is actually clever. Yeah.
Like, fuck you. I'm never going to pay my dues.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's so many of them. It's all in the reflex. And the thing is, when you watch Big Trouble Little China, he's the hero of the movie who fucks everything up. Like, he is not a hero. The little Asian guy beats the shit out of everyone. Everyone else saves him. The only thing he does is at the end, he kills the bad guy, and he does it kind of by accident. But he's the hero.
That movie was so strange, but we watched it over and over.
Oh, I love it. I still watch it over and over. Yeah.
Of course you do.
Yeah, 100%. It's a great movie. It's great. Like, it's ridiculous. And it's absurd, but it's hilarious because it's not taking itself seriously. It's not pretending to be anything it's not. It's a good movie. It's a John Carpenter movie. John Carpenter made great movies.
Yeah, true. The whole list of them.
The Thing.
Oh, I love The Thing. The original with Kurt Russell, though. Yeah, that one.
The original. Yeah.
The original.
It's fantastic.
It is. Now that's one I will watch just because I like that one. Well, I'm going to go do my traditional day after Thanksgiving. My husband and I will go somewhere, and he will watch sports and gamble, and I will Christmas shop on my phone.
Well, you have fun.
It's nice. It's kind of turned into a thing. It's fun for a couple hours.
I brought the Christmas tree downstairs, so the kids and everything will be putting that up.
I've had mine up since the day after day after Halloween.
Oh, God. Too early.
I was trying to get motivated. It helps me get motivated to start Christmas shopping, and I have too many people to wait until December to Christmas shop.
We're done. By I mean my wife. It's all
like
done.
We're.
Most of it's wrapped right over there. Like, it's done.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope you enjoy your vacation.
I am gonna fucking love my vacation. So I'll be gone and we won't be able to record, but that's okay. We got some backlogged. And again, we have, a handful, maybe 2 or 3 people listening to us.
I don't know that anybody's listening to us, honestly.
I'm okay with that, because when the one person finds it, they're gonna be like, "This shit's a gem,"
Yeah, or not. Whatever.
Fuck them. I don't care.
Yeah. I don't either. Right. Honestly, it's fun.
It is fun.
But have a safe trip. I'm sure I'll talk to you sometime next week.
All right, homie. I love you.
All right, love you. Bye.
Bye.